I got those logos for you now.
Gee, thanks. You're a
I
part late.
figured out how to get them.
You're a part late.
Hey, better late than never.
I wouldn't have done it personally. Like for Half-Life, I didn't have the Valve logo on that one. Uh, if you remember that, but I guess we're
Here's a main
back.
menu.
Nice. Uh-huh.
So, anyways, this is what the mission menu looks like that I keep skipping.
Okay.
So, like, I have to scroll all the way down and find what level I was classed on. We're currently on Sailing Away. So this is why I cut it out each time.
Okay. Well, I appreciate this, but next time do all this in the first part. This game is loud. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, the music's kind of quiet. Don't base your volume off the music.
Oh, yeah.
The voices are just loud.
Yeah. I tried, like, in between parts, I tried to look up some more stuff about this game. I didn't find much. Like, I was just kind of looking for, like, videos on it on YouTube, and I didn't
Nobody
find
talks about
much.
this game. There's, like, no... Oh, yeah, we got another new mech, Belial. But yeah, there's just not much out there. I try to find development history. It's basically non-existent. Like, one of the only times I've ever found a developer talking about this game was, funny enough, the composer. The music for this game, at least some of the metal tracks, because I think there were two composers for the action metal music.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, he put all of the music he made for this game and MechAssault 2, he licensed it. I guess he kept the rights to it or something, but he licensed it to a company called The Wolf and kind of just arranged it into a form that can be easily listened to, because in this game it slightly plays off stems, so it can be a little different each time you hear it.
That's cool.
Not
a lot of games did that back in this.
Oh, I mean, in the sense that it'll fade in and out.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, okay. the most basic sense. But yeah, you can listen, but he made a full mixed version of it. But all the tracks are under different names, so people have gone through and like made playlists of like all the music labeled under The Wolf. That's actually from MechAssault. And on one of them, people were just listing comments, talking about the game, their love for it, listing out quotes from the games, the usual.
Uh-huh.
And the composer just randomly says, "Oh, hi, I'm the composer. This is what I did for the game, what tracks I worked on. Hi." And he's just there on like that one comment, and it's like he's like, "Thank you for listening to my music," and that's it. And I'm like, "What? You can't just do that."
Has that composer done any other work in the games industry?
I have not found him anywhere else in the game industry.
Well, that might be why then.
This and MechAssault 2.
That might be why then. Like, he didn't really continue doing stuff with games, I guess, after this.
I guess. So anyways, these are Gauss cannons that I'm using. They're almost entirely what I'm going to be using because they fuck. What?
It's a Gauss cannon. It's Half-Life.
Oh. I guess. Fuck. I can't.
It's funny. It's funny because last part I was like, yeah, Half-Life's the only thing on my mind right now, but I'm struggling to make comparisons to that. But there we go. We found it.
Die. There we go.
I want a game like this that uses like that's like Star Wars themed. So like
this is cooler.
AT-AT or an ATSC.
Nah, this is cooler.
Well, no, I'm not saying that it would be cooler than this. I'm just saying I think it'd be more played by more people.
I am going to try to get up this hill. The game just does not want me to get up.
No. There you go. Yeah, it seems like these, I mean, very understandably, these machines struggle on slopes.
Oh, hey, it's me.
It's a faker.
Oh, God. I'm running into everything.
That's
so,
fine.
Fun fact, later on in this part, we'll get to see my troubles with this game. When I play it, is way darker than it is right now.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about
It's not unplayable, But especially in the night level we're going to be coming up on, I'm going to have such a hard time seeing, and you're going to see me walk into a lot of shit. And it's going to be funny, because you're going to be able to see it perfectly on here. For some reason, the capture looks as it's supposed to, and I don't know why.
Is it as it's supposed to, or is your footage directly from the Xbox as it's supposed to?
This is how I remember it looking back when I used to play this on a CRT.
Well, maybe this game was made for CRTs.
This bright. But this is still an HD output I'm watching on.
CRTs are still, like they display brighter by default.
But we're still watching an HD display right now.
So? Elgato...
So why is it different through Elgato
I said this,
than how it displays normally?
Elgato just has bad coloring when it records. It's not.
So why is the coloring better?
It's not. It's just, well, in this case, it's just better. But Elgato's colors are just not accurate to the actual game colors. And that's something I've noticed. Like, I recorded Sonic Mania, and that's a very bright and colorful game. But if you look at Elgato footage of it, it looks dull in comparison. But it's like more washed out, I guess.
Anyways, fuck these guys. This is what happened to our comrades.
No.
I love that guy.
I'm powerless and I'm his, I guess.
Okay, so this is a famous mission. So, basically, we're going to get ourselves our first heavy mech. A Mad Cat heavy mech is being transported. We're going to steal it.
Hell yeah.
This thing is iconic, and it looks awesome.
So, on missions where they want you to use a specific mech, can you still use a different mech, or is it only that
If it's a mission with a specific mech, you can only choose that mech.
Okay.
And it's usually only in two-parter missions. Because in two-parter missions, as we'll see, you, well, either you'll have a first part of the mission in one mech, or it'll switch to another in the second part, or you can only use one mech in the first part, and then when you start the second part, it'll just auto-start with the second one. Because, like, two-parter missions will load a separate area, but instead of loading the area mid-level, you'll go back to the main menu, you'll choose the second mission from the main menu, and you'll just skip briefing and just load straight into the level.
Okay.
Little awkward, but at least it's consistent with the rest of the game, where you always have to go to the menu to select a mission.
Yeah.
Which means there is no loading mid-level, which is pretty nice.
That is cool.
So, doesn't really break the pace. And in two-parter missions, they are separated as basically two standard level sizes. Anyways, we're just going with the Belial again. But now we gotta do a little bit of tower defense for our big ship, the Icarus.
That guy is a survivor. Okay.
Yeah, he should not have been alive that long. We're gonna be sniping things with the Gauss cannon because it's overpowered. Jesus Christ.
That has got a very satisfying sound to it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Love that shit.
And every time you hear the metal kick in, you know what's coming. And I love that. Like, yeah, there are so many moments, they just stop introducing mechs, but you know one's coming and you know you're about to fight.
What the fuck? Those shots just went a completely different direction once they got near you.
I'm okay with that.
They're just like, oh no, we can't have it be too hard, so we'll just completely redirect the shots sometimes.
Alright, to describe this on my monitor, you see that mountain and the trees in the back behind the mech?
You just can't fucking see it, I guess.
Nope.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
I mean,
really dark for some reason.
At least you can still see the mech that you're fighting, kinda.
Yeah, I mean, you always have the mini-map, so you can see where enemies are.
Yeah.
Anyways, I took too long fighting that guy. This thing's getting fucked.
There's no health bar for it. So, how do you know
there is a health bar?
Where is it?
No, I mean, it has health.
Well, no, I'm sure it does. I just was asking, how do you know if it's...
Well, the building itself takes damage. It looks like that.
I don't know if this is a good tactical decision, guys, to just get up right under the thing you're trying to destroy while there's a mech actively destroying the things that are doing that.
I mean, as soon as they do...
Shit! Does that do damage?
I don't think so. But one day, if I ever lose this mission because of that, I'll laugh. Maybe it'd happen if I played this entire game only using the Cougar when I can.
Oh god, this fucker's slow.
It is a medium mech.
Yeah. He looks fun to play. Like, this one looks like the most fun one to play so far, just because of the
I like the electric charging ones, but the Gauss cannons are pretty OP.
Yeah. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more.
Yeah, we gotta watch Horse City. And I'm lost.
Where the fuck
I'll be shooting
you?
this for a bit. I don't know. Remember, I cannot see. So I'm just barely following the map. And, like, there's nowhere to go. I'm trying to destroy that. And then I realize the map's pointed in a direction I cannot go. And I'm like, fuck!
I like this map design. They have, like it's a completely unrealistically designed map, but then they have, like, little set pieces in here that kind of try to make it feel more real. It's like, I don't know if you've ever, like, explored, like, random old Garry's Mod maps.
I've never played Garry's Mod in my life.
Wow. You're lame.
You know what my most experience with Garry's Mod is?
What?
Shadow 759.
You should have said Bellina Productions, and then I would have respected you.
Never watched Bellina Productions.
I cannot believe you've never watched Bellina Productions.
Only Shadow 759.
You should watch Bellina Productions.
I don't think I will.
You should.
I think I'm good. I don't watch Shadow 759 anymore, so I don't watch anybody.
Yeah, but Bellina Productions actually makes good content. Like good animations and shit.
Look, I watched Shadow 759 when I was like 12. That's all I needed.
Bellina Productions started a series and then didn't finish it, but started a series where Sonic was going to travel into different video games. And the first episode
Sonic for Hire?
No, it's, well, kinda. It's like Sonic gets teleported by Eggman out of Sonic's world and is, like, trying to get back.
But Sonic for Hire, the classic.
Sonic for Hire is a classic.
So fucking dumb.
Do you know where you're going yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I hear the music. That means I'm going the right way.
I was watching that Doom Night Dive trailer for the new stuff.
There's a trailer?
Yeah, on the Steam store page for the game.
Oh, I never watched it. I never went to the store page. I just downloaded it because I already had it.
But
thank you for my free copy of Doom 2, by the way. I never bought it originally on Steam, so now I got it for free.
Hell yeah. But they have that riff in there because they show the difference between the soundtrack, the like new soundtrack, and the original.
Yeah, how you like the Andrew Holshow version?
Oh, it's so good. But
he's had those covers on YouTube for like 10 years now.
That's sick.
He did those so long ago.
I'm really glad.
But those covers are what got him on Doom Eternal.
That's
he was
so cool.
He was one of the replacements for Mick Gordon. It was him and David Levy.
I fucking love that shit. Like the exact same thing didn't happen with T-Lopes, but T-Lopes was very well known fan Sonic composer, and then he gets to make music for a Sonic game. I love that shit. If they ever remade Sonic 2, he's basically already got an entire soundtrack for that because he was doing the music for Sonic 2 HD.
Yeah, that shit's good.
It is so good. The Aquatic Ruins remix. Oh my god. I already fucking love that song, but Jesus.
I love how a lot of his music, at least the original stuff for Mania, was just, how can I continue the Sonic CD soundtrack?
Yeah, pretty
in
much.
like the best way possible.
Pretty much. And his Sonic CD remixes are...
How can everything sound like Quartz Quadrant? Yes. Yes, it can.
There's a lot of people that criticize T-Lopes' like sound, just because, like, they're like, oh man, he uses like that same trumpet sample and everything. And like, I guess that's a fair criticism, but I don't know. I think it all sounds good, and I think
I think it
he
has a
has a fair
cohesive
bit.
feel to it, but yeah, a little bit of variety would have been nice.
I think he has more variety than people give him credit for. Like,
Yeah, but I think in Mania, the soundtrack sounds a lot more homogenized, which in a good way, I think, for Mania compared to like say Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which I think has more unique sounds between those songs. But Sonic 3 and Knuckles also had way more composers on it.
yeah,
Mania was entirely one person, and you can tell. And again, not in a bad way. I think it's a good way. I think it's in a good way.
But even within Mania, I think that still has a nice variety of sounds to the music.
But I think that also is because he composed, tracks that were already made.
Well, yeah, but I'm even saying just with the 4 new stages, so the 4 completely new tracks, they all sound very different from one another.
Yeah, but you can tell they're all by the same person.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a problem.
No, yeah. I don't either. And like, I've heard some of his work in later stuff, and I think he has some great variety to it.
Yeah.
So clearly, what he did for Sonic Mania, it was exactly what it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Mania soundtrack; it's so good.
How would you rate the Doom Eternal soundtrack? Because you said that one composer was on it.
I have not heard all of Andrew Holshall's music because I have not played all of the Ancient Gods DLCs. That's where Andrew Holshall is in. But the actual Doom Eternal soundtrack for the main game by Mick Gordon is 10 out of 10. Is the perfect evolution of what I would have wanted from 2016. My only potential complaint would have been there was a lot less focus on the electronic parts.
Mm-hmm.
So we never got a fully electronic track like Vega Core, which you have not heard yet because we never made it to that part in the Doom playthrough. I'll send it to you after this.
Okay.
But that's like my one complaint about the Doom Eternal soundtrack. There are still fully electronic tracks, just not in the combat. But the guitar steps up so much.
That was a really long stretch of time, by the way, where you weren't doing
because
anything.
He walks there. I think you're supposed to follow him, but I was fighting the mechs and forgot about him. So now I gotta walk back anyways. But I believe you can just follow him. So you just kind of stuck waiting there. It's a little awkward. Again, this game ain't perfect. I just like it a hell of a lot.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, you got a good shot of, like, the sunset earlier. Like, over there, yeah.
Yeah.
And, oh
it
my
looks
god.
Beautiful.
The vibes of this game, the retro, like this era of gaming is what I grew up with. It was, like, the first kind of game consoles I had. I love that fucking shit. I talked about this shit in the Halo playthrough as well. It's like the same thing. I love it.
Mm-hmm. I miss these kinds of graphics.
Yeah. I mean, like, I criticize the like really flat and boxy like city areas in this game, but like other than that, like I think it's a very like I think it all comes together when you put it all together like this.
To be fair, at least it matches the environment. We're in grasslands.
Yeah.
Kind of supposed to be flat. That's what they're characterized by, you know?
Yeah.
I am being destroyed. There's like 3 different enemy spawners around here.
So
I wanted that, but if you walk into the collapsing building, it can damage you.
I figured.
And kill you.
How does
I died many times there walking into a falling building and just dying and just be like, well, I'm done playing that game for the day.
How does the enemy spawning work? Do they have... Because, like...
outside of factories and such, which will keep spawning at least, like, 2 each time you kill them, Yeah, outside of that, they will just they will have set spawns throughout the map. Like, you always fight the same enemies, and they'll always come from the same place each time.
Okay, so they're just like
Anyways,
kind of placed in, I guess.
this is the Mad Cat. This is one of those times where you're forced to choose a mech.
Okay.
So this is our first heavy mech. As you can see, these missiles fuck. But if you also look, we have much higher amounts of heat generated from everything. That's one of our mechs.
Okay.
We get some allies on this one. We got a base set up now, which is pretty cool.
This guy doesn't seem as slow as I thought it would be.
It is pretty slow.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem as slow compared to the one we were just playing as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be, like, walking. This thing's still running, at least.
Yeah. I guess that's fair. Yeah. This is the Mad Cat. Very iconic. That's our guy, and I just stepped on him.
Holy
shit. You'll never get reprimanded for killing your own people. Well, other than what's highlighted blue, but yeah, I just stepped on the guy. No one said anything, so I guess he's an asshole.
That was our only forklift certified employee.
Considering the profession, I'm going to assume everyone's forklift certified.
Nope. They're only mech certified.
Oh no!
We're running out of forklift certifications.
What am I going to do in my giant, heavy tank?
You stand no chance, bitch.
Pretty much.
I was really.
I got I got the the plasma beams or plasma whatever it's called upgraded here. This thing's dead.
That would be like a sick level. Like you get like such an overpowered mech. And then like they just swarm you with a bunch of like other lower level mechs, and you can just.
We get that in the third. We get that in the second game.
Oh hell yes,
dude! You get this mech. It looks so fucking sick, but you literally charge up this meter that just lets you one shot anything, and you have to fight like 50 mechs.
We got an ally mech too. That's fun.
It is so cool. It is a giant ass spectacle. I do really like the second game. It's so cool. We'll get to it eventually.
Do you prefer it to this one, or?
I think I prefer this for nostalgia's sake. The second one attempts a lot more with like boss fights and general mechanics that you can do. And I think it's kind of to mixed results. This game is a lot more simplified, and I think just a lot easier to pick up and play.
Okay.
Yeah, we just fucking free shot that guy.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
That's that good shit.
So yeah, you get a very nice power trip when you get to control this thing, and I love it.
Yeah, this looks fun. There's just not as much coming at you as I kind of was expecting there to be when you're in this thing.
Oh, well, this is just the first mission.
The first mission with it.
It's the second half of the mission where we captured it. This is the first real mission with it.
Okay.
Like this is one of the missions where you were forced to use the Mad Cat. Only the Mad Cat.
I know, but like you already know the basics to the mech gameplay, and we've already had levels where they're already throwing more things at you at once. So I don't know. I feel like they could have had more going on there.
Fair enough, but I think it's made up for within this level because this level is really cool.
Okay.
This is probably going to be one of the longest ones we've done so far.
Is that like a 4-parter mission?
No, that was Catnap 1 and Catnap 2. We are now in Bright Lights, Dark City 1, and this will also have its own second part.
Okay.
In that sense, it's a 4-part mission, all involving the Mad Cat, but...
Also, I looked at the stats there. The speed stat was not really that low for this guy, so...
Neat. I think there are slower mechs.
Yeah.
I'm not fully... It has been a very long time since I played the second half of this game. In the middle section, so those will be interesting when we get to it. Now, despite all your power, you do want to be careful here, because they throw so many turrets and vehicles at you, they will do a very high number of damage on your mech, and you will get destroyed.
If you have enough things doing tick damage, it'll be basically
pretty much
damage, so
like having lots of turrets and vehicles around while fighting mechs is kind of like the height of this gameplay, where it gets the most difficult and the most fun. So you definitely feel the most powerful then when you survive those kinds of encounters.
Yeah.
I think I could be wrong, but I think he gets 4 machine gun shots here compared to the standard 2. No, he has
Okay.
2. Okay. But some of the light mechs did only have like 1.
Oh, we gotta
If you
destroy the
destroy this
bridges?
bridge, it will destroy you while you're on it. So don't be careful about that.
I thought that's what you were about to do, and then like drop down into the water.
However, if you're smart and know how the level plays out, you can take these bridges to your example, as I'll show off here in a bit.
Oh, are you gonna like destroy it while there's a mech on it or something?
Perhaps.
Hell yeah.
I just think it's really cool that you can even do stuff like that.
I find it funny that you're talking about this, because my first instinct was to just stand on it and look straight down and shoot at it.
Don't do that.
I know.
You will get fucked.
It would have been funny, because that's exactly what I would have done if you didn't say anything and I went to go play this game. I would have been like, oh yeah, I gotta destroy these bridges. Let me look straight at it.
You have to destroy all the vehicles to get it to spawn. Come on. There we go. Yeah, they're there.
There it is. Oh, there's
Pumas.
2 of them. Those are some quick little boys.
They're light mechs.
Aww.
Oh, I missed one.
And now he can just go across the river. Holy shit! Light mechs.
I think the bridge had weakened him. Oh, hang on. He's under the bridge.
Ah, he's not under it no more. Unless he is.
Yep.
Yeah, I love interactions like that.
Again, just the fact you can do that and it works is just so cool.
Yeah, this game is looking a lot more fun this time around than the first part. First part, I'll be honest, it was just kind of it kind of felt like whatever. But I think that was just because I didn't know what to expect. But now that I know, and I'm kind of getting
and there's still just so much more to see.
Yeah.
So we got 2 more biomes to see. We're still just in the first biome.
Oh, so the Sonic Frontiers Islands. Gotcha.
Yes, actually.
So we get a desert
start
and
here.
A volcano.
We got frozen tundra instead of a desert, so it's basically a desert.
Okay.
But white. It says sandy. So, yeah, basically the same. And we do get a volcano, yes.
Nice. I'll take it.
I think I was supposed to cut this out.
Oops.
This is why you don't edit at 3 times speed.
I edit at like 1.5 times speed.
I'll do at least 2.
Even 2, I find it hard to hear like what we're talking about, and I like to hear what we're talking about so I can.
Oh, I'm talking about the gameplay footage, not what we're. I never edit. I don't ever edit like that when we're talking. I don't listen to us talk very much.
Well, maybe
I'll just listen to the beginning to cut out dialogue, at the end to cut out dialogue, and a little bit in the middle to try and remember what we talked about for a part name. I love the design of this guy. It's kind of dumb. It was funny.
Could you have dropped that bridge on him? Like that big
probably
bridge?
I didn't think about it in the heat of the moment, though.
Gotcha. Well, these guys... Okay. Theoretically, then, they could also do it to you if they happen to hit it and destroy it.
Outside of them actually, the AI purposefully targeting... Oh yeah, you have to destroy this bridge. Outside of the AI purposefully targeting, like a friendly target, I have never seen the AI drop a building on you before.
Mm-hmm. Well, I figure it could happen, like, accidentally.
Oh, I don't have to destroy the bridge. I have to destroy that. There we go.
I figure it could happen, like, accidentally. Like, if they're just firing at you and one of their charged shots hits something that's already partially destroyed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I figure, like, the damage value still applies, but I guess it might not.
Alright, we're moving to part 2.
Alright.
So, yeah. Kick us back to the menu. Scroll back up. Go to Bright Lights Dark City 2. And then we just load. It's really annoying when you beat this game and you have to scroll from the bottom of the list all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh well. The only thing that sucks about this system is because everything reloads, it resets, you lose all of your power-ups.
Well, I kind of expected that.
Yeah, it's not the biggest thing, it's just... Well,
it's a little nice, because like in... because I've been playing.
But like, if you see the power here, we don't need it.
Yeah.
This thing fucks.
I have been playing a little bit of Star Fox
Oh
lately.
no!
Power armor. Little puny.
Oh, I do.
Little puny. Holy shit! I kind of wish this one shot them. Not gonna lie.
Almost. I mean, like, this is as close as you can get. Like, oh shit.
But yeah, I have been playing a little bit of like Star Fox lately. You obviously know that, but that game does let you keep your like laser power ups and stuff between levels.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But you can lose them by like taking too much damage or whatever. So it's kind of balanced out in that way. So I think something like that for a game like this could work. But I think this works just fine based on what I'm seeing.
Yeah. By the way, you see that orange meter on the left of our health bar?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the heat.
You got over half there.
This building's so if you ever see me heavily slow down on how much I'm firing, it's because the heat is too high.
Each one of those charge shots does like a fourth of it on its own, or a fifth of it.
Yeah, but at least you have to charge it so it goes down a little before you fire it. But if you fire them off too much, you will, overheat pretty quickly.
If you're charging up, is it the same button as your standard shot?
Yeah, you just hold down the trigger.
Okay. I was thinking if there were two different buttons, one for your weaker shots and one for your heavy.
Yeah, if you fire everything off the right trigger, you press the left trigger to cycle through weapons, but you can cycle through each weapon instantly with the face buttons.
Oh.
And then the A button just doesn't do anything outside of pressing confirm during menus options.
Okay.
This game has a really limited control scheme. Because like I said, you fly by clicking in the left thumbstick.
Why didn't they make that on the A button if it does nothing?
Good question. It's like that for the sequel too, so I guess they liked it enough.
They really wanted to make it feel like you're actually piloting a mech.
Yeah, again, with how stiff movement is in this game anyways, it's not the biggest problem, but can be a little uncomfortable until you get used to it. But, like, you saw me flying around on buildings earlier in the game, so, like,
it's
I
not
don't have any
unplayable.
really issues with it.
It does. Yeah. It is another Star Fox comparison. It is kind of similar to the Walker mech in Star Fox Zero.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, the Walker mech in Star Fox Zero, it's full on like tank controls.
Yeah.
It just has a very similar control scheme for like shooting and hovering and stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to assume you never played the game Gun Valkyrie.
I don't think I've even heard of it.
Yeah, anybody who knows that game has a way harder to understand control scheme than this is with the left, because that's another game that's jetpack based, but way more fluid, and everything for the jetpack is on the left thumbstick, and it's so bizarre. But once you get the hang of it, it controls so smoothly, like Star Fox Zero, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's. I didn't want to say it, so I wasn't going to bring it up again, but that game is literally controlled, like, your ships and all your vehicles are controlled with both of the control sticks. So, like, your left stick, for, like, the plane, for the R-Wing, does, like, your up, down, left, right kind of movements, but then you have on your right stick, holding forward gets you the boost, left and right, kind of lean your ship left and right so you can turn a little sharper, but if you double tap in those directions, you do the barrel roll. And then downward is your brake, and if you combine that with like a forward movement or whatever, you do like the backflip kind of move. And it does feel pretty good. For Star Fox though, I'd kind of prefer buttons.
Yeah,
even though it can feel satisfying.
3-shot is that bitch.
Hell yeah.
I like it when mechs appear, but the music doesn't immediately start, so you get the, have a little game how it's just be like, where are you? I don't hear the music.
But you can always, from what I've seen, you can just see a big fucking red square on your map, even if you can't see where they're at. So
I mean, yeah, if you're being boring.
If you're playing the game right.
Yeah. Looking at the map, not looking at the map, it's fun either way. So go do whatever.
It doesn't feel like you really need to look at the map in this game, unless you're like really like where the fuck is.
Every now and then there can be some split paths with dead ends, but
yeah.
And in later maps it's a little more confusing, but you know, it's nothing bad.
Yeah.
I love this guy's talking so much. And I love their replies to him.
Oh, this guy's getting fucked. Boom. Oh, he's not fucking dead. Okay. I expected him to die.
I didn't have the upgraded shot.
Okay.
The fully upgraded shot. It was on level 2, but not level 3.
I was expecting
3 level 3 shots will just decimate light mechs.
Mm-hmm.
And medium mechs. But what about other heavy mechs? We shall see.
Does this game have anything like boss fights? I assume
no,
not.
The second game does.
I think that would be I don't know. From how you
Okay, the second game, they were not the kinds of bosses I was expecting, and that's a good and bad thing, depending on how you look at it. I thought they were pretty cool, but I fully understand if someone would play that and not enjoy those kinds of boss fights for what this game is.
Yeah. I haven't obviously seen anything from the second game. But the way you've been describing it kind of sounds like it would appeal to me more compared to this.
Well, how have I been describing it?
Well, you just said there's like a little more variety. There's a little more like more like I guess like power trips, because you said that there are moments where you get a mech so powerful that you can, like, one shot other mechs and stuff.
You get that in this too, kind of. I won't say it's powerful enough to one-shot other mechs, I think. Mm-hmm. But it is a pretty powerful mech. You'll see it later, towards the end. But nothing like the second game. Nothing like the second game.
Yeah. Because I feel like a game like this benefits a lot from just, like, big, bombastic shit. And this game definitely has that.
I think ranks up. I think this game has a pretty good ramp up to it. Especially here in the beginning, like, starting from the Cougar and working your way up to the Mad Cat is an amazing power trip. Mm-hmm. And also this guy's speaking again, so we're going to listen.
Yeah. I agree.
I love him so much.
I agree. He was good.
I never tire of listening to him.
He sounds like the kid at, like, fucking school who's like, you guys really don't know who you're messing with. I am gonna kick your fucking asses. Because I'm just such a badass. You think
you have mastered the character at a fighting game, but I have been playing it for years. You will never defeat me. I will destroy you and take all that you are worth.
You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky I'm not angry right now. Otherwise, well, let's just say you wouldn't stand a chance.
No. You gotta be more eloquent with the speech. You gotta add that fanciness to it, you know?
I'm making fun of him, so I'm talking like a fucking dumbass child at school who talks like that.
We'll see you, and we hope, and we'll bring more of the Word of Blake in the next part.
Yeah.
Bye!
Play Star Fox.